Hello. Thought I'd have a little pipe. Okay, so I'm making this video just before Christmas, a few days before Christmas actually, and I will put it up on Christmas Eve, I think quite late-ish on Christmas Eve, because obviously by the time this goes up it will be Christmas Day in some parts of the world, you know, particularly for my glorious American friends. So happy whatever you do, you know. At the end of the day, just be happy. So a Slurpee and a quick pipe, and then I've got something to show you. I've got some news to share with you today as well, Christmas Day, maybe in the next video. Nice to have a pipe every now and then. I can never keep them going though. Okay, so this day, whatever this day is, and whatever this day represents to you and everybody else. Now, first of all, I will say, because it's going to be like a little collection of videos, the 25th of December. But first of all, if I can just say, if you do celebrate Christmas, then have a fantastic time. If it's a time of year that you absolutely love it, you know. I'm not casting aspersions on anybody, I'm just saying my truth. I stand in the puddle of my own truth. I think we all know that by now. I don't celebrate it, I have nothing to do with it. In fact, it's a nonsense in my life. That's what it is, you know. So essentially I'm making these videos, I suppose, for people that don't celebrate. But more than that, people that find this time of year quite difficult to get through, you know. Something to show you. I finished this. I know, it's crazy. It took forever. So yeah, essentially it is for people that do find this time of year a little bit, you know, a little bit hard to cope with, to deal with. Those that are alone, those that they just feel a bit down, perhaps on this day, for lots of reasons. But it's also for those that perhaps do normally celebrate Christmas, but this year they find themselves alone for whatever reason. And we know lots of different reasons that people can suddenly find themselves alone. And I know of two. They're not really friends, but they are nice people that I know. One of them lost his wife recently, and the other one is going through a divorce. And it was a bit of a shock that their happy marriage suddenly ended. So he's finding himself alone, and you know, so that's two reasons. There's many, isn't there, really, you know. So this day can be whatever you want it to be. This day, this Monday day, this 25th day, this Christmas day, call it whatever you like. But it is, after all, it's just Monday. It's just Monday the 25th, you know. We know it's Bodhi's birthday. We'll speak about that in the next video. But you attach a label to it, okay? And the label is a huge label, Christmas Day. And what that has surrounding it is jollity, joy, merry. You know, you're told, aren't you? We get these subliminal and not quite so subliminal messages from about October onwards. Merry Christmas, Christmas is coming, Christmas, you know, you've got to be happy, invite all your friends round, eat like a pig, Christmas, spend money, presents, your credit cards, Christmas, Santa, Christmas, Jesus, Christmas. you know, and people have had a gutsful by about mid-November, I would imagine, you know, but it's by attaching a label to it, you attach all of this other stuff as well. So the idea is, if you can strip that label away, because that label isn't yours, you didn't attach it, it's been attached by society, and actually it's been attached by corporations that want your money, because that's what Christmas is about, really, if we're honest, you know. There's rubbish going around as normal. Jesus is the reason for the season. Christmas wasn't mentioned in the Bible, and Jesus wasn't born, if he was ever born, but Jesus wasn't born at, well, in the winter time, you know. So that's just a nonsense, really, you know, but people got to do and say whatever they want to, and again, that's fine, isn't it, really? I think the older we get, we have to accept everybody's point of view and things like that, you know. And that's why in these videos, I say it's only ever right for me, and it is. This is only ever right for me, you know. But by attaching this label that somebody else attached, it can make this day quite heavy, you know, where you feel that you're expected to be merry, joyful, spending money, spending your time with loved ones, rushing around, wrapping presents, accepting gifts and pretending to be pleased, you know, waiting for Argos to open so you can go and change it all for something you do want. You know, it's a much bigger thing, this label, much bigger thing than we give it credence and we give it sort of credit for, really, you know. But by stripping it away and saying, no, I'm not accepting that label, I just won't accept it. It's not my label, I didn't attach it, you know, so that can go. What does that leave us with? It leaves us with what it is. It's Monday, or it's the 25th, whatever you want to call it, you know. It's just a day, same as yesterday was a day and tomorrow's a day. But you attach a label to it and it becomes a big thing, you know. We haven't attached a label to the 4th of January, have we? Or the 25th of August, or 19th of June. So those days are not special, but this day, this Monday, this 25th is supposed to be special. And we're told it, and we're brought up with it as from children, really, you know, and it's forced. Actually, it really is forced. Christmas is forced upon us, if you look at it. If you look when you're a child, you go to school, and they start geeing you up and winding you up about this Christmas thing that's coming, and you have to do a card for mum and dad and things like that, you know, and then there's the panto or play, whatever you want to call it, and you've got to wear a silly hat. Then there's a Christmas dinner, then Satan or Santa, whatever you want to call him, he turns up, you know, in his big fat costume and whatever, you know. So it really is forced, it is fed into us, and it's I've always mentioned this drip, drip, drip effect, but Christmas really is the drip, drip, drip effect, you know. So we know what it is, and therefore we know what it isn't, and what it isn't and what it doesn't represent to us, and the reasons why we choose not to celebrate. I'm saying we as a collective because I'm imagining the people that may watch this video. If you're very, very busy with your friends and family and that, then you won't have time to sit and watch my videos. Absolutely fine. So I'm talking to the other side, people perhaps a little bit more like me. Those that don't want to celebrate it, those that choose not to celebrate it, those that have just found that this year they're just on their own for some reason, or, as I said right at the start, those that are having some kind of difficulty with the day itself. Now, if you do find that you're sort of struggling to get through the day in some way, obviously there's a million things that you could do, because it is just another day. Don't worry about the labels, it is just another day. My belly's rumbling. But you know, if you do want to contact me, go to the links underneath this video and you'll see various different ways really of contacting me. Most easiest way I suppose really is Facebook. You can send me a message on there. But if you don't know how to do that, there's eBay, you can go on there. You can even send me a message here by YouTube. Go to About at the top, you know where it says videos and all the rest of it. On the right hand side I believe it is, it says About. Click there and it'll say discussion. And we can talk there if you wanted to, you know, or we can talk perhaps here under the comments. Or if not, what would you like me to make the next video about? You know, what topic would you like me to cover? It's got to be sort of Christmas related or loneliness or whatever, you know. And perhaps we can kind of converse that way. you know, and just help each other along through this day, really, you know. It is just a day. Right, and tell yourself that, and it is just a day, and it's a day. It doesn't mean anything to me apart from it's somebody's birthday, you know. But to be honest with that, you know, Bodhi's 4 today. It's only 5 minutes in the morning. I gave him a cuddle this morning, same as I do every morning. And tomorrow morning, because I'm making this early, as I say, tomorrow morning it will be Christmas Day. So by the time you see this, it'll probably be Christmas Day. I'll give him an extra long cuddle, and that's about it really. I'll just say I love you and a happy birthday. He doesn't know what any of that means, but I bought him a harness, I bought him some new balls, I bought him a few extra little bits and bobs, and bought him some snacks and treats and things like that, you know, which is probably a bit silly because he doesn't understand, you know, but at the end of the day I understand, and you do whatever is right for you, you know. Anyway, I hope that I've made a little bit of sense there. This label, I think it's important. Just if you don't celebrate Christmas, just get rid of that label, really. And happy Monday. You can still have a happy day. Every day is happy. I wake up blessed, I wake up grateful every day. If I open up my eyes, I get an extra day on this planet. Now I say an extra day, and I think it is an extra day. I think it's an extra day for all of us, because we never know. We never know when our time is up. As far as I'm concerned, I'm living and breathing now. This is an extra day. So I can only be blessed and grateful for this day. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, do it your way. You know, the day won't last forever. It'll soon be over, to be quite honest, you know. And why not make it a me day? Why not make it a day of putting yourself first? You know, have a long bath, watch a film, you know, whatever. Cook a nice meal, read a book, have a nap. Do what you want. It's your day for you. Do you know, this day is a special day in many, many respects, because you're probably not at work. There's a bonus, you know. You're probably not paying bills today. There's a bonus. You're not out shopping. There's a bonus. Lots of good things, you know. If it's warm where you are, or reasonably warm, or okay to walk, wrap up well, go out for a little walk. You know, go and say hello to the little robins. Millions around this time of year. I'll be back later. I'm not sure what I'll be talking about later, but please don't worry about being alone. Please don't worry about it. You know, it's just alone time. In fact, you could embrace it. As I say, you're not at work, you're not paying bills, you're not out shopping, you're not doing all those things that are forced on you. Today is your day. Today is a me day. Celebrate having a me day. Take care. See you later, and be well.